Alright, we have a 37 key Melodica here. Let's flip it over. There's 4 screws on the outer corners that hold the front plate on, and then 4 along the back that hold the main guts of the Melodica into it. I already pulled those out and saved time. So there's little clips holding that on, and it pops off if you just kind of run your nail along the outside. This can now pull out, which is the main guts of the thing. You can see all the little springs along the outside there that hold the keys on, as well as give it the spring action. You can see when I press it, it opens up over the hole. It opens the hole so the air can go past that reed and out. The foam on mine, they actually kind of overlapped it, so I cut it so that it would be flat so no air can get out. I made a better air seal. I don't know if that's typical, but I fixed it. You have your air chambers. These actually rusted. There's 50 screws in all. Luckily I already pulled most of them out. Let's hit this plate here. I already pulled out some of these too. I just got a 2 screws here holding the reed plate on. And there we go. Now I can pull that plate out. And there they are, just welded in there. And that way you can take this out and clean both sides of it, because they do get nasty after a while. You can see the condensation that builds up just after a little bit of playing. This also exposes these holes. You can take a cotton ear swab and get down in there and clean that out. I don't recommend using any harsh chemicals, of course. I mean, keep in mind when you're putting your mouth to this thing, and though you're blowing into it, I still wouldn't want to put any too harsh chemicals on anything. You can stick a little pin in here to pull these. You can actually pull it off by your fingers if you want to, but it's easier with the pin. Stick it through the loop and pull that spring out, and then the key pops right out. And well, that was easy, huh? And now that exposes the hole that lets the air through. And then you could just clean that out if you needed. And putting those off and on is pretty easy. It just sits on a little ridge back there, and the force of the spring itself holds it on. So carefully put it back just the way it was. And that's it. And that's all, really. You can actually screw this back together, make sure it's all sealed up nice, and play it like this. I mean, well, I need to put this back in, otherwise the air will just be running through it. Well, actually, no, it wouldn't without these open. Yeah. You can actually play without this on, though.